Okay, it's May 2019, and I'm heading up the Columbia River Gorge to Dufur, Oregon, which is east of Portland. It's just south of the Dalles. It's a couple hours from my house. Heading up the Columbia River Gorge, which is always a very nice drive. And even better, I took a day off work. So it's Friday afternoon. I puttered around the house all morning, packed my stuff, which was basically my bicycle and basic camping gear, the bike, the tent, and sleeping bags. This event is held by Cycle Oregon, and they do a great job with support. They've got showers, they provide all the meals, they provide mechanics, all that sort of stuff. So I'm getting there just in time for dinner. And over the weekend, the next couple of days, Saturday and Sunday, there's going to be 2 days of essentially 30-mile bike rides, roughly, on my mountain bike on gravel roads. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. Well, because I left the house a little early, I thought I'd stop in at the fish hatchery at Bonneville Dam. There's an underwater viewing center for sturgeon, but today the water wasn't very clear, so I don't have any pictures of that for you. But the fish rearing ponds looked pretty good. And I always enjoy this trip, or this stop on the trip. This is quite a deal. This is one of the fish ponds at the fish hatchery where the sturgeon center is. And everybody loves the food, not just the fish. The birds just go crazy here too. But when you feed the fish, they go wild. This The wind is gusting here like crazy. And a chair and a lantern, all the comforts of home. Music is slow, we're on Rockin' that door, I rub a
Just about ready to go. I'm behind the curve. Most everybody else has already left. I was confused. I didn't think the course opened until 9, but turns out it opens at 7. This is the road portion early on in the ride. Here comes the SAG guy. This is the story of my life. Folks pulling away, going faster. Hey, here's your chance to make me look bad. Go faster.
No, I want to ask you about your bike.
This is like Yellowstone wildlife setting.
Needs work.
Lots of road left to ride. Scenery's kind of nice. Winter wheat crop probably planted last fall. Scrub oaks.
Doesn't even make sense to me.
Here we are, out in the boondocks, doing all this gravel, all these country roads, huge pasture land, farmland, and then randomly you run into Frank Lloyd Wright's retirement house, apparently. I think that is so funny and so random. Just about my favorite part of the ride. The rest area, yay! Halfway mark, turn around. Okay, just did a long downhill. It was a hoot. The downhill is so fast, it was really much faster than I'm used to doing on the mountain bike. And when you look at the road, this part looks really good. It's pretty thin gravel everywhere. The road's quite compact and so forth, but there's a lot of places where the gravel is really deep. Talk about squirrely and scary. Holy cow. It was a hoot though. I probably got up to, well, I did get up to like 25 miles an hour, but man, that is really pushing your luck. Okay, well, in the Cycle Oregon day 1, hanging around camp now. It's only a little afternoon. Maybe 1 o'clock. I've had lunch. Haven't had any beer, but I'll do that later. Had a lot to drink. And now I'm just trying to run around and impress people with my wardrobe because nobody rocks shorts and rodeos like I do.
At its heart, Cycle Oregon is fundamentally a social experience. Of course, I'm so strange, I don't usually care about or participate in that part of the event.
Long, slow uphill. It's been, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles already. I've been climbing uphill. And I just passed this guy, barely, like snails racing, you know. But he said there's 2 more miles left of this baby. Oh my God. You know, you kept thinking, oh, it's just around the corner, just around the corner. I really didn't need to hear that there's 2 more miles of this left. It's interesting that you do all these long rides, but no matter how far you get out in the boondocks, there's still evidence of infrastructure. Right at the end, I think, of this 5-mile hill climb at 5 miles an hour. All that nonsense dripping off me is, sweat and snot. This has been a long ass climb. Almost there, I'm sure. Okay, I stopped to warm up my hands a little bit. The weather is like freezing. I tried to take pictures. I was going to take pictures of the mud flying up from the bike as I was riding, but my hands were so cold I couldn't get the camera out of my pocket. You can see how mucky it was when a guy just pulls off the road. It's raining. I put a hat on to keep the rain out of my eyes, right? But turned out the biggest problem was the mud flying up, not the rain coming down. So I've gotten completely wiped, muddy. I can't see what my back looks like, but I bet it's glorious. So anyway, that's the story. Freezing cold, raining a little bit, really muddy, kind of, a little unpleasant, but I'm having a great time. I love riding the bike like this. Cleaning up's gonna be a nightmare, but that's alright. Part of the price of admission. Just came down this long hill really fast, but man, it is wet and mucky, and the bike is just incredibly squirrely. It was scary, and of course, for whatever reason, my clips are getting probably full of mud and sand and crap. My clip ends are getting really tough to get out of my clips now.
This is the view off one of these gravel roads looking north. I believe the hills on the far horizon are in the state of Washington.
This is my lowest and slowest gear. This looks like a long climb.
Cycle Oregon always puts on great events. I really enjoy these. And for like 2.5 days, the gravel one is among the better ones. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching.
I'm going home. I'm going home. Been a long time now and I'm going home.
This is the Odd Man, out.